Welcome to Philippine Local News, your go-to source for the latest updates on national security. And in this episode, we'll explore a groundbreaking offer from India to the Philippines, the prachand combat helicopter. Hello everyone. Join me as we delve into the specifications, advantages, and strategic implications of this offer, and how it could revolutionize the defense capabilities of the Philippines. Developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, in India, the prachand is a lightweight multi-role combat helicopter equipped with state-of-the-art technology and weaponry. But what makes the prachand stand out? Stay tuned as we explore its payload capacity, speed, range, weapon systems, and more. From its impressive payload capacity to its advanced avionics systems, the prachand offers unparalleled capabilities that could bolster the defense capabilities of the Philippines. But that's not all. We'll also discuss the affordability of this offer, post-sales technical support, and the potential for strategic cooperation between India and the Philippines. So, don't miss out on this exclusive insight into the future of Philippine defense. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest developments. I'm signing off for now. Stay safe and see you in the next episode of Philippine Local News. In the era of global security dynamics, having a robust military capability is crucial for any nation. As a country that prioritizes innovation and defense technology development, India proudly offers advanced solutions in the form of the prachand combat helicopter to the Philippines. This offer holds the potential to reshape the defense landscape of the Philippines, bringing significant benefits in terms of specifications, affordability, and strategic cooperation. Developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, in India, the prachand is a lightweight multi-role combat helicopter. With a payload capacity of 3 tons, a maximum speed of 300 kilometers per hour, and a range of 800 kilometers, the prachand enables the efficient transport of equipment and personnel, as well as the execution of rescue operations and supply missions in conflict zones with high tactical flexibility. Moreover, equipped with advanced weapons such as a 20mm cannon, anti-tank missiles, and air-to-air missiles, the prachand possesses formidable attack capabilities to address various threats both on the ground and in the air. Its advanced avionics system, multi-mode radar, war management system, and self-defense features further enhance its suitability for diverse combat scenarios, making it an attractive choice for the armed forces of the Philippines. Significantly, the prachand comes at an affordable price, estimated at around $15 to $18 million per unit. This price is considerably lower compared to similar helicopters from Western manufacturers, such as the Bell R-1Z Viper and Boeing R-64 Apache, which are priced above $30 million per unit. With a more affordable price, the armed forces of the Philippines can acquire a greater number of units to meet national defense and security needs. India's offer also includes post-sales technical support for 30 years, comprising pilot and technician training, spare parts, repairs, and technology transfer to the Philippine defense industry. This transfer of technology can create new job opportunities and enhance the strategic industry in the Philippines, contributing to long-term defense capabilities. Beyond technical and economic benefits, the offer of the prachand combat helicopter opens the door for strategic cooperation between India and the Philippines in defense equipment development and production. This cooperation can strengthen the defense capacities of both nations and contribute to stability in the Indo-Pacific region. With its superior specifications, affordability, long-term technical support, and potential for strategic cooperation, the prachand combat helicopter is poised to meet the optimal needs of the armed forces of the Philippines. Amid regional security dynamics, it is hoped that the Philippines will carefully consider this offer to enhance defense cooperation between the two strategically allied nations. This offer is not just about acquiring the latest combat helicopter for defense scenarios. It also presents opportunities for sustainable industrial and defense cooperation between India and the Philippines. The technological advantages, affordability, and long-term commitment embodied by the prachand create significant opportunities to strengthen both nations strategically in the Indo-Pacific region. May this offer mark a new milestone in mutually beneficial cooperation, forging a strong partnership and enhancing security and stability throughout the region. Thank you for your attention to this news. Stay connected with us for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on Philippine national defense.